welcome back. Today's video is going to be a full face of first impressions. I'm going to be doing a very simple makeup look today. Like, I want to do something very summer appropriate, easy breezy, kind of minimal products. I'm going to be trying a new BB cream and also a cream blush and some things like that. I always say I want to do more of these videos, and honestly the only reason I don't is because I have just zero self-control. I get new makeup and I want to try it immediately, so it's very hard for me to actually like collect enough products for a full face. I really need to get better at that because I always love filming these videos and you guys always really seem to enjoy them too. But anyways, as always, everything I used in today's video will be linked in the description bar down below to make it super easy for you guys to find, and I will also link my like full face of first impressions playlist down below. So the primer and BB cream I'm going to be using today are from a brand called IPKN. This is a K-beauty brand, but their products are inspired by New York City, and I mean, just look how cool this packaging is. So I'm going to be starting off with their color correcting green primer. Since we're using BB cream, I thought a color correcting primer would be nice since I don't expect it to have like super full coverage or anything. This will help give me a more even base to start off with. So this is supposed to correct redness, smooth the skin, and it also has an SPF of 15. You guys know that when it comes to color correcting, I tend to prefer more yellow color correctors and primers. I feel like green correctors tend to work a little bit better on like light to medium skin tones, but I did want to try this one out. Primer definitely feels very thick and hydrating, and it's like ever so slightly tacky. So for my BB cream, I'm going to be using the Moist and Firm Beauty Balm, once again from the brand IPKN. They sent me the shades light and light medium. I'm going to kind of mix these two together today to get a perfect shade match. So this has SPF 45 and it says it's supposed to moisturize and also cover blemishes. And I have swatches on my hand and I feel like the coverage of it is going to be pretty good. And I'm going to blend this out with my L'Oreal foundation blender as always. Yeah, like that's immediately giving me quite good coverage. You guys, I get so many emails every single day from brands asking to like send me their product and asking me to promote it on my YouTube channel and my social media. But I'm seriously so picky about the products that I accept. Like, I get dozens of emails a day. It honestly gives me a headache thinking about like the YouTubers who have millions of subscribers. Like, thinking about what their email inboxes look like, it's a frightening thought to me. Like, when a company I've never heard of contacts me, I'll like read their email, of course, and like click the link to their website or whatever. And when I look at their website, if I'm not immediately intrigued and immediately like, wow, this looks cool, I want to know more. And when it comes down to it, would I actually spend my own money on this? And if I don't have those feelings about a product or a brand, then I just simply don't accept their offer because I don't want to share anything on my channel that I wouldn't buy myself. But this IPKN brand, their products looked really cool. I love the look of their website and everything. And I was like, yeah, I want to try this. But I really just want you guys to know that I don't work with like just anyone. I'm actually extremely picky. And that's just PR packages. When it comes to sponsorships, it's like selectiveness on a whole new level. It drives me crazy when I do sponsorships and people are like, you're just in this for the money, because I get so many sponsorship opportunities and I turn down like 90% of them because I just simply don't want to promote something to you guys that I don't believe in. I have a very strict criteria for the brands I work with. So I'm really pleased with how this BB cream looks. Gave such a good level of coverage like I was anticipating, but it still feels lightweight like a BB cream or tinted moisturizer, and it has a nice glow, but it's not like super wet and dewy like some Korean BB creams. So far I am very impressed. This brand also has a purple color correcting primer and then a radiant primer and a mattifying primer as well, so it'll be linked down below with everything. For concealer, I'm going to try the new Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer in the shade Very Fair 04. I'm going to do a little bit of this under my eyes. I'm going to blend that out with my concealer blender from L'Oreal once again. The reason I wanted to do a light makeup look today is because I actually don't know how long I'm going to have my makeup on for. I'm actually headed to the cabin tomorrow, which when this is going up, I'll already be out there. But today is very much going to be like an errands day. I have to go to the bank. I'm gonna go to Chapters to pick up some books to read on the trip, and I'm just packing and doing laundry. If you've been following me for a while, you may know that the past couple summers I have gone out to the cabin for a full 3 weeks in June with my mom, and I didn't get to this year because of moving and everything. So I'm pretty bummed that I missed out on that this year. Very excited though because we're going for a full 11 days, which obviously is not the same as 3 weeks, but I'm still dying to get out there and just like relax and hang out in the hot springs. I've been pre-filming a ton of videos these past couple weeks, so I can still be posting one there. It's got kind of blotchy up on this lid, but definitely go follow me on Snapchat if you aren't already, because I'm going to be posting on there. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog. Honestly, I don't think I will. I'm gonna take the excess left on the sponge and just bring this down the center of my face to kind of even everything out because that's quite bright in my eye area. I'm liking this concealer too. Definitely gave a good coverage. and the shade has a really good undertone for me, I feel. Before I set anything, I'm going to do a little bit of a cream blush, or I guess a gel blush rather. This is the Pixi Sheer Cheek Gel in the shade Natural. And I'm going to use my standard trick of applying a little bit of this to the back of my hand, and then take my dual fiber brush and just kind of pick it up and evenly distribute it on the hairs, and then just stipple it onto my cheeks. I feel like this is going to be very, very sheer, so I might go in with a powder blush after. It's looking kind of patchy. It's not really going on super even. Like, I feel like you can see all the little marks in it from the brush. Usually this trick works really well for me and gives me a really even application, but I feel like it's leaving kind of like little dots of product. But it looks okay. For powder, I'm going to use the new Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I'm going to take this under my eyes first. I love that this has the lid, but then it also has like this little cap to block the sifter. I feel like that would be so nice for traveling. So let's set that concealer first. I thought this would be nice to try for like a light summer look because it does have ethereal in the name. So I'm expecting it's not going to be like super matte. I actually don't know that much about this powder, to be honest though. Concealer crease the tiniest bit right on the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna really quickly prime my lids and then do my brows off camera before I set the rest of my face. I just don't really have anything new going on with my brows. Brows are done. I didn't use anything new on my brows today, but I'll still link all the products down below with everything else. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set my face, also using the Too Faced Born This Way powder. Just gonna quickly set this. You guys, I washed my makeup brushes last night for the first time in so long. Like, I am ashamed of how long it had been. We're not even really gonna go there. But this brush, I haven't had my powder brush in so long, and I feel like it has been messing up my entire routine. This is the Sigma F30, I think. It's kind of worn off. Liking this powder so far. Still leaves a nice natural kind of look on the face. For my eyes, I'm just going to do a light transition shade quickly. I'm using the Naked Heat and using the shade Chaser. You guys have seen me do this a million times, and I'm just going to be using a cream shadow on my lids. I just wanted to do this though so the cream shadow kind of blends into my skin tone a little bit softer. And I'm going to pop this on my lower lash line. And then on my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Forever Aqua XL color paint in the shade I-50. And surprise, surprise, this is just kind of like a rose gold. Okay, this dries really, really fast. Like, you really have to work quickly with it. I'm gonna try with a brush. This definitely isn't the most ideal brush to use with this. I'm doing such a messy job, but definitely I like kind of placing a little glob of it on my lid with a brush and then kind of blending it out and fine tuning it with my ring finger. I mean, something like a little flat, kind of more precise concealer brush would work so much better for this, but I just don't have any brushes like that clean at the moment, even though I just washed my brushes yesterday. I just washed like my everyday ones. For my mascara today, I'm going to be using this Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I haven't opened this yet, and I'm kind of afraid. Like, the tube is gigantic. I think the wand's going to be one of those like massive ones. Oh, that's not too bad actually. That actually looks like identical to the Too Faced Better Than Sex wand, like that slight hourglass kind of shape. I'm gonna curl my lashes and apply probably just one coat of this. I'm gonna speed this part up though because mascara is super boring, let's face it. I'm honestly surprised by how much I don't hate this mascara because I really typically don't like mascaras like this, but I think it looks pretty good actually. The one thing is that it was quite like a wet, heavy kind of formula, so I feel like my curl is already starting to droop slightly. Like, I feel like it's not going to hold a curl at all, so just a warning if you're thinking about trying this mascara. For bronzer, I'm going to be using this Clarins Summer Bronzer. Look at this packaging, you guys, it's so pretty. This is actually called the Bronzing and Blush Compact, so it's got this little orange kind of crescent in here that's meant to be used as blush. I'm just going to use the bronzer today, so I'm going to avoid that little section, but this smells really familiar. Oh, I can't figure out what that smells like. I'm just gonna do my usual bronzing thing around the edges of my face. I'm not going to contour today. That's something I've been into this summer, is like skipping the contour. I feel like even if I'm doing like simple eyes and lips, as soon as I contour, it like takes the look up a notch, and I don't always want that. Like, I feel like no contour and just like bronzer and highlight looks so much more fresh faced. I don't know, I've just been really into it lately. And like for a while now, people have been saying like contouring is dying out. Let me know what you guys think. I do still love contouring, don't get me wrong, but it's just like not been an everyday thing for me this summer. As usual, I'm gonna go back in with my powder brush and just kind of like make sure this is blended and soften up the edges. I am going to do a little bit of powder blush. I'm going to be using Benefit California. You guys, I've had this for so long and I still haven't used it because I'm just like, it's too pretty to use, but I'm finally gonna do it. This smells so good. I'm just gonna tap into that just really lightly. I'm so sad the little gold overspray is going away. It'll never be as pretty again. Such a pretty blush. I'm like kicking myself for not using it sooner. And for my highlight, I'm going to take this new Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. I have swatched this, but I have not tried it yet. I've swatched this numerous times because it's so pretty. The design is like already so worn down and I haven't even tried it. And I'm going to be using my Luxie 522. I'm still loving the golden highlights. And I'm really excited to see such a great drugstore option because I love like Ofra Rodeo Drive and Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I feel like this is a pretty good dupe for those. Like I did swatch them together just to see how similar they were, and they're not an exact dupe. This was actually closest to Champagne Pop. And finally for lips, I'm going to be using this YSL Pure Couture in the shade number 12. I'm not 100% sure if that's the full name for this one, but I'll have it down below once again. I don't actually love the smell of these. I like the smell of YSL's regular bullet lipsticks better. These have kind of like a wine scent, but their other ones smell like mango, like they're shrivel-lipped candies. This is a bit more pink than I was expecting. That gave more color than I was anticipating, but I still think it looks nice. I'm gonna kind of blot it off a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Wet n Wild Pout and Kiss lip balm and just put it on over top because it feels a little bit sticky and I also want to shear it down a little bit. And this is like a little bit kind of oily, so I don't know if you guys can see, but it gives a nice sheen to the lips. So this is the finished look. I am actually so happy with how it turned out. Like, I like everything that I tried, with maybe the exception of that Pixie cheek gel, but like everything else I would definitely recommend. And I feel like I never have a full face of first impressions go this smoothly, so I'm quite happy. And I feel like the look turned out exactly how I wanted, like something simple for summer. If I had to pick some favorites, I would probably say the IPKN BB cream and the Maybelline highlight were my favorites. Once again, I seriously like everything that I tried in today's video, and everything will be linked down below. Just a little reminder, I'll also try and link this shirt if it is still available because I've worn this a couple times on Snapchat and you guys always ask me where it is from, so be sure to check the description bar for everything you need to know. I'm like ready to tackle my errands now. I feel like it's going to be a good day, but that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go follow me everywhere on social media. I am at Sari Rihanna everywhere, and hit that subscribe button down below if you are new here, but I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.